If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast for the week of April 11th. I'm your host, Ghostland's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones, an inferior mage. How y'all doing this week?
It's been a week. I say that every week. I'm in a mood. Like,
you're always in a mood.
It's not a good one.
Yeah, I know. But hey, Game of Thrones comes back Sunday.
That's
so
like the only good thing happening here now.
Yeah, payday's this week, isn't it?
Nope, I've got 2 weeks still.
Oh, my payday was yesterday. So
yeah, I hate you. So
yeah.
What else is new?
Sucks.
Yeah. Mage, how are you? I kind of just
jumped in. Man, I've been legit miserable, actually. It's been a rough week. I've just been super sick. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ghost, how have you been?
Man, it has been a week. Let me tell you. My senior kids in my band, and when I say senior kids, I mean just one of them, makes me hate life sometimes. Because she just doesn't want to do a thing and still expects to be first chair.
Oh.
So I gave all of her first parts to a freshman.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was just like, I'm done with this whole whatever you're trying to play with me anymore, because I am not happy with it. The main thing is she told me today that she was just like, hey, I can't come to rehearsal tomorrow. I'm just like, why? My dad has a doctor's appointment.
Like your rehearsal during normal class time?
No. Okay, so we don't have school on Fridays for the rest of the year.
Oh.
So, she just goes and says that she can't be here. And I'm just like, wait, why? And so, because we're going to have we have 2 Friday rehearsals till contest next Saturday. And, she's just, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about one of my kids. I think it's just she has really bad senioritis.
What contest are you going to in 2 weeks?
Heartland Music Festival.
Oh, okay.
I want to win a damn trophy, okay? And don't edit that out either.
Well, you'll win a trophy at Heartland Music Festival.
Damn is not a bad word. Well, because I want to win a trophy. I'd much rather have a trophy than them stupid plaques you get from OSAA. So when you look at a trophy case, okay, what's the first thing you look at? Trophies, right? Not stupid pieces of paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why the trophy is more important to me than a piece of paper.
I like how trophies look, but you ever actually touch one or lift one up? They feel those trophies feel super cheap.
So the price then should not be an issue. They it cost what was it, $250 to take a band to contest?
Yeah, and that's on the low side.
Yeah, because I think it was $350 to go to a contest here in Texas.
Good Lord.
And
it's only $100 for OSAA though, so
yeah, it's $350 here. So it's if I earn it, get me some hardware.
Not give me a piece of paper. It's oh hey.
Yeah, that you just spit out of the printer.
Yeah,
they can't afford it.
Bull crap!
It's too expensive for them.
God, I hate Oklahoma.
Hard sarcasm.
Yeah. So
I hate it when you do an honor band and then you have to pay for the plaque and then they give it to you. I earned this spot. Are you kidding me?
I still haven't even got my my scores back from solo and ensemble. I'm never going back to that school again unless I absolutely have to.
I really think you should have got those that day, like before you left.
They told me they were not handing them out until like 5:00. I was done at 10:30.
Oh God!
I was
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
was
why would
not-
you want to stay there for that long?
I would not sit there for 6+ hours with my kids. All right, because they were already wanting to go home.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's totally fair. Because I remember whenever I took my kids in Oklahoma, we always were the last ones to finish.
Yeah.
But
Maybe I should do that next. I don't know. I'm not going back to that school. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
anyways, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Inferior Mage, what is your fail of the week?
Well,
All right, that's cool. Conan Jones, what is your?
Sometimes it's hurtful, Ghost. Sometimes it hurts.
Mage, what's your fail of the week?
So, I have legit had some kind of sinus type infection for like the last 4 weeks.
Ew.
And I'm on my 3rd round of antibiotics.
Oh boy!
And we've doubled it up.
Jesus.
Now. I have an ear infection right now. And so I'm on my 3rd round and they've doubled up. I'm taking 2 antibiotics.
You just been like putting stuff in your ears and just like, oh hey, this doesn't go here, but I'm just gonna ram it in here anyway.
That's what
I
she
legit
said?
have not had an ear infection since I was like maybe 8. Like I haven't
I
had
don't
an
even
ear
know
infection
what,
so long. I didn't even realize I had an ear infection. Like I was just like, why does my face hurt? And I went to the doctor's like, oh, it's an ear infection. I was like, this is what an ear infection is again? Because I didn't remember it. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I think legit, I have no idea what an ear infection actually is. God willing, I hope I never do. Knock on wood.
I've had one before, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like I don't think it's been too long to really remember what they're about.
It is like it's like a pain that's like deep inside your ear and it spreads. Like I had to take like 3 different x-rays. They wanted to check to make sure the infection didn't spread into my lungs and also make sure that I didn't have any sinus blockage. Like
Yeah.
not just like inflamed sinuses. I'm like talking that like blockage. Like it's just blocked because my face, there was so much pressure in my right temple that you could like feel the vein pulsating because it was just, and that's what I've been
Nice.
dealing with all. It's been legit miserable.
Did you go to
And
the
I've
Indian
been-
clinic?
No, I got a new doctor for my insurance. I'm still waiting on a doctor for the Indian clinic. I have to wait till like July.
Do you
before I get
really?
a doctor. Yeah,
Good
that's how
Lord.
back they are. So for now, I'm using my insurance's doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well,
I haven't had to pay anything yet, so that's
that's
good.
good. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of that, like, going to the doctor and stuff. I'm getting in my emergency room bills, and
Ooh.
I told my wife, I was like, if we have to go to the doctor, let me die. Do not like.
It's like it's so sad, but a lot of people feel the same way. Like with insulin, especially.
Like I couldn't even
It's
imagine
so
if I had
expensive.
to go to the doctor any more than just for like emergencies. Like, so
How much was your hospital bill? 3,000.
4.
It's
Good
gross.
Lord.
So
The ER, man.
I thought I was highballing it with the 3. Man.
my insurance
Spend the night at the
deductible.
hospital?
What?
Did you spend the night at the hospital?
No, I was there for like 3 hours.
God bless.
Because I know spending the night at the hospital is like $1,000, just like
Yeah.
one night.
No,
Like
like
it's stupid.
we were there from 8 o'clock till about 1. So it's a little more than
5
3 hours,
hours.
but I mean, it was not a long time. But excuse me, got those in, my insurance is garbage and I hate it.
Yeah.
We did our taxes too, and since we moved to Texas, who has no state tax after being in Oklahoma, we had to play catch up and do that whole middle ground thing. So we owed Mr. Trump about $600 between my wife and myself.
Really?
Yep. So we have like $0 until we get paid at the end of the month. And
man,
I hate
screw
everything.
Trump's new tax.
There's an edit.
Try again.
I mean, just put an earth sound because, like, I stand by what I said.
Guys, remember that we're not supposed to get political on this podcast.
Well,
just being the voice of reason.
Well, the tax stuff is jacked up right now. Like, I didn't already have my refund spent, but I wasn't anticipating having to pay $600, and I know that's kind of the low end for what some people have to do, but for a teacher or two teachers, like $600 sucks, man.
Yeah.
And it was right after I paid $200 to get my credentials checked for TMEA. Like,
what, you had to get credentials checked for TMEA?
Or TEA, whatever the.
Oh,
not the
Texas
music
Educator Association.
Yeah,
for T.
Yeah, for
Conan had to get his T registered.
Yeah, I was thirsty.
I got this from my grandmama. She taught me how to make it from birth. There you go. I got you.
There you go. But no, to get certified in Texas, since I had an out-of-state license, you have to pay the $175 so they can look at your stuff to say, yes, you need to take this test. No, you don't need to take that test. Okay, you're good. No, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then
so
you have to pay for the tests.
What? I never want. Yeah, I don't want to go teaching. You know, it's a nice pipeline dream to be like, oh, hey, I want to go teach in Texas because they'll pay me more money.
So
but
I'll let you.
It comes with a lot of other stuff involved.
So, contrary to popular belief, we don't make more than we did in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know you told me that before. I remember.
Because I was talking with the lady that used to be my head director back in Oklahoma last week, and she was asking me some questions about it, and I was just like, no, like, I make less now than I did in Oklahoma. And they're like, really? And I was like, yeah, like if you go to Dallas or somewhere, yeah, they'll pay the crap out of you, but like little small schools and stuff don't have the funds for it.
Yeah,
but
it's so weird because like my school like has the funds for like damn near anything. I'm trying to see if they're gonna buy me a set of timpanis.
They might have a. Are there windmills where your school's at?
No. Well, I mean, they're on the other side of the like the big town that I'm by. They're on the other side of there, but not anywhere near where my school's at.
Because I was just wondering, like, your school might own some land with like some kind of business on it or whatever. They're getting a bunch of money from that.
Mm. Well, hopefully they can buy me a set of timpanis. That'd be nice.
One could only hope.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thank you.
Mage.
All right.
Use that.
Mage, you mean Ghost? What is your fail of the week?
Oh, sorry.
Well, my fail of the week this week, Ghost, is that for some reason, my internet decided to shut off a day before I'm actually moving. So I have no internet today, and I'm just running everything off of my phone. That sucks, Ghost. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
It does.
You know, Ghost, it happens. It's just part of life sometimes. You just got to truck on through it. Kind of like how I have to truck on through this podcast.
We should just leave and let you do the podcast somewhere.
Don't tempt me, because you know I probably could do it.
Talk in third person, just like you're doing.
You know I could. I've mastered talking in the third person about myself.
You do it quite a bit.
Like I do a ridiculous amount of third person talking.
Just like a anime girl.
Now you got to throw out the derogatories. That's not cool.
It's only derogatory if you make it derogatory.
No, you.
Yeah. Some people like those anime girls.
Yes, we know you do, Mage. We know you do that. You don't have to. You don't have to try to hide it. We know you. It's okay.
Okay. Good on
Conan Jones, what do you got for topic 1 this week?
All right, so I have a little bit of an issue that I kind of wanted to run past you guys. My incoming 6th graders, 5th graders now. I'm trying to decide when to test them for instruments. So what I've done in the past is before school ends in May to have them come across and like do a petting zoo and like try them out on the different stuff and have them audition on what they think they would want.
Mm-hmm.
My second idea is to wait until August and have them all in the room and do everything then. Because if I feel like if I do it over the summer or like before the summer, by the time they show up, they've changed their minds and I have to redo everything anyway.
Yeah, that I would go with the one in August. That's what I do. That's what I did. Is that I just wait until August hits. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even really like give my kids like an option to pick. We just kind of did like we did the mouthpiece test with each thing. I was just like, "Hey, can you buzz in this?" No, you can't. All right, next person. Can you buzz? After I cleaned it, obviously.
Yeah.
Hey, can you buzz in this? I'm like, all right, cool. You're playing trumpet. You know, I just kind of did that and went down the line. And it kind of like, it's a weird way of doing it. Granted, you're in a different situation than I am because I have like 13, 14 beginners and you have like 800. So it's it's a little bit different, obviously, but
the incoming
I would
class
wait.
is only like 25.
I mean, if you want to do it I would do it like that. I mean, I really don't give them an option.
Yeah.
But that's
like,
probably bad on me for not being a good enough teacher. But I don't know.
My old school, the situation, we did everything in the spring. Because we didn't have the school instruments to have everybody something to play through the school. So they had to rent an instrument through the music company. So we had to give the music company numbers saying, hey, we're going to have about 20 trumpets and we're going to have 15 trombones or whatever the case may be. So they could bring their stuff. But since I have all of my instruments in-house, I don't know if I want to mess with it. Like,
I don't know. I would just wait till next year. There's my thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Mage, what do you think?
I'd agree. Testing's just, it's going to be hard no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. Part of me just kind of wanted to hear that out loud. I had a request for a topic 1 also. That I forgot to write down, but as we started talking, it made me think about it.
I have one too.
Oh, should we just have a 3-parter topic 1?
Yes, it's fine. Go ahead with your second part.
My request was, what would you do for
Klondike bar?
Excuse me. Oh, yes.
You had to get that in
there. For like recruiting and stuff, like how do you get younger kids interested into joining the band program? What are some things that you
I invite them to my concert? Like, to be fair, it's really easy for me because I teach pre-K through 12th grade. So it's really easy for me to just be like, oh, hey, this cool music we're playing. Like, I like when they're walking into my class, I have like different music playing for whatever I'm feeling that day. So it's kind of really easy for me, but I also just like like invite them to the concert and stuff. I'm just like, hey, tell your parents we have a concert here at the elementary school, April 25th at 7. And I was like, hey, it's free to the public. Anybody could come.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. Like, it'll be good music.
Come watch us.
One thing that we always did, or one thing that I seen that was really cool, is they got like the best player in each section or so, and like had them called out for like an hour or so, and had the 5th graders that were coming up to 6th grade to go be in beginning band.
Yeah.
And then like they introduced all the instruments, and then all the elementary schoolers would go, and they had a couple of like extra instruments and like wipes and stuff, and some alcohol, and like and whatever instrument the kid was interested in, they would let him play on it just for a second, like if it was,
that'd be cool.
And I thought
Is that kind of that thing that Elk City does? I forgot what they have, that program where they like do that. What is it called? It's exactly what you're describing, but it's like a really big thing for them, and they've been doing it for like years.
Is it like just a concert kind of thing?
Kind of, but it's like a. Hang on, I'm looking up my person I know that teaches there, because that's where I remember being on. Keep talking.
But yeah, so like what they did, it was kind of like a round robin thing. So like each instrument was like in kind of like a corner or something. So like there was plenty of space for the kids to go and talk to the guy, and then they would just get in line, and then like one by one they'll play like on a spare instrument, just like try to make a noise on it.
Yeah,
like that older kid will try to explain to them how to make like the embouchure or whatever they need to in order to make a sound, and then the kid will just try. And
because that's something I want to do with my kids next year. I was thinking about wanting to do something like that this year, but I didn't really like get the good time management down for it.
Yeah, because you kind of have to have it planned around all the testing.
Yeah. I mean, I could do it the first week of May, because that's our last week of school, but
having little kids in a new place that close to the end of school.
No, I would just take my kids to my high school kids to the elementary school. What are you talking about?
That's smarter.
Imagine that. It's not like the elementary school's like a block and a half away from my high school. I teach in a small. For the listeners, I teach in a really small town. Obviously, since I teach pre-K through 12th grade every day. But
the weird thing is, like, your town is smaller than mine, but you have multiple campuses.
Yeah, like, is my town really small? Oh yeah, it is.
But like all of my schools are in the same building.
Well, they just built that new school there because it's tornado proof.
Yeah.
I really hope I don't have to test that theory out.
Right.
But it's one of those things that it's cool it's there, but you never want to actually know if it works.
Yeah, just hope it does.
Yeah. There's a hope and a prayer that it works.
But that kind of hits my secondary topic too, so.
All right. When is it okay to kick somebody out of band?
As soon as they piss you off.
I'm like legit, because like I have this kid. He's an 8th grader.
We're still talking about the barricade kid.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how much I've actually talked about him. Yeah,
he's making such an impression on me. I just like to hear his story.
Oh my god, like, oh,
I legit. So I used to. Sorry, this is a little bit off topic, but I used to be an adult sponsor for church camp in the summer, and we had this kid, and he was just this like little fat kid, and he always had food on his mouth.
He's a little maid.
He always had food on his mouth, and he just like one morning we were trying to get him all the kids, the campers up and ready for breakfast, and he's just slow, and he's like, I can't find my shoes. And we're just like, did you look in your luggage? No. Would you check your luggage real quick? I found a shoe. You check under the bed for the other one? No.
What is going on?
He would just do. We were just like, this kid's a big old dum dum. And your baritone student reminds me of that kid.
My baritone kid isn't like dumb. He's just annoying.
I don't mean like mentally deficient.
Oh,
I just meant like a big old dum dum. He's just not doing stuff, being a dum dum.
So is he lazy?
Yeah.
See, my baritone kid isn't lazy. He's hyperactive, and he every time that we stop, he starts talking, and I just it just gets to me so much that he just will not stop talking. The other thing is I'm pretty sure there's been 11 weeks of school. He's been on the ineligibility list for 9 of those weeks.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason why it was 11 was because of the first week of school, and then the second week he was on the academic probation.
Yeah.
So I just
it's always something with this kid.
I
love this kid. Keep him in. You gotta keep him in.
I do not want this kid in there. My other thing is he plays baritone. He plays a very essential part, and he can never go to contests because he's always failing. I really just want to move him back to trumpet because I could deal with not having trumpet players. You know what I mean?
You're kind of cutting out on us.
Kind of, sort of. I feel like that's a conversation you could have with your principal and being like, hey, I would take the route of I can't ever use him anyway. He needs something else to do where he can do better in his classes that he actually needs. Because at this point, he's wasting my time, he's wasting his time, he's wasting everybody else's time. Because when it comes down to it, I can't use him anyway. He can't go do the thing that we're preparing for because he's having trouble in these other classes.
Yeah.
So then you're taking the high road looking like you're caring about him when it might just be a little selfish and you just hate his guts and want him gone.
You might want to just take him to your office and talk to him on whether he just wants to be in band or not, and kind of steer him to convince him to kind of sign up for another class next year.
But see, I have so few numbers that it's hard for me to do that, you know?
Well, I mean, you can talk to him, and if you have a serious conversation with him and he's willing to listen,
I mean,
I have his attitude.
I have, and he's it changed for a week, and then he just went back to his after spring break and after my dad died, it just went back to how he was when I first got here, and I'm just dude, why do you not just stop doing what you're doing? You know it. If I get onto him, no less, and I'm not normally I exaggerate numbers. I am not exaggerating. I get on to him at least 5 times a day in class. From him just talking. That's not me having to correct how he's playing. I'm not even adding into that yet.
Yeah.
Just to get him to stop talking is 5 times.
Ugh.
And I've asked the kids, apparently I have this reputation for being a hard teacher. Apparently, I really don't see how I am because I'm really laid back and everything. Because even all just said yeah, you're really laid back. Who thinks you're a hard teacher? And then I was just so then I asked it in class the other day, and the 2 kids that I have to get on the most were just yeah, you're a hard teacher. But everyone else was looking at them like they were like orphans, just just what are you even saying?
Yeah. It's they think you're a hard teacher because you have to yell at them because they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to let them sit there. I'm not going to let them just sit there and act like a bunch of jackwagons the whole time. You know, it's dumb. And
yeah, like what Conan was dealing with for half this year.
Half? Still?
No, it's the whole year.
I think you got these kids out of your class.
Conan, I'm surprised you didn't talk about that in your fail of the week.
I'm not super proud of that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Story time with Conan Jones.
Yeah.
No, it's not story time with Conan.
It's an after the podcast story time.
No. Low Scale Gaming, after hours.
Yeah, after dark.
After hours.
Yeah.
You have to be our patron to get onto this.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Members only.
Yeah, we start a Patreon, like a secondary podcast where we cuss and like.
No, goodness.
We got to get listeners first.
Yeah,
we name drop all of our kids.
Yeah, we drop all of our kids. And just sandbag them. And then next week you just see all of us looking for new jobs because then we get fired for it.
Right.
Or at least me and Conan.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Mage would get kicked out of DHS. Like.
Yeah.
You can no longer take care of these kids. It's shown that you have no sympathy towards them.
We've heard how you talk about these kids. All right, Mage, you're out of here. You're done. Give me your DHS book. You're done.
Okay.
But all right, we good with that one.
Yeah, I would say talk with your principal, see what he'll or what she.
Yeah, he
see what your principal will work with you on. I mean,
okay. To every time I've came to him with a problem, he's always told me is like, hey, whatever you decide to do, we'll back you on. So that's kind of what I'm expecting the conversation to be with him. He's like, well, whatever you think's best, you should probably just do.
Yeah. Those conversations are still good to have beforehand, so whenever the poop hits the fan, you can still be like, hey, you said you were going to back me up here. Like,
yeah.
And then if you think that's the best thing, then you can say, hey, this is probably what I'm going to do. Okay, if it's the best thing, okay, you've heard me say it before it happens. Don't yell at me.
Because I talked to the counselor about it too, because my principal hasn't been here this week because he's been in some sort of training in Kansas. Kind of salty he gets 5 days professional and I couldn't get 3. But
whatever.
You know, I'm not gonna be salty about it. Yes, I am. But I talked to the counselor this week and she told me, she was like, yeah, if he's being a problem and like, because he has his disability, he has severe depression and anxiety. I don't know what like that actually translates into for like an IED, but he apparently has one for it. And he just but she told me that like if he's trying to use that to get like special privileges and stuff, that we could just move him out of the class if he's just being disruptive for being disruptive's sake.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm gonna probably try to do, and then switch somebody over to baritone. I might start a new I think I might start a brand new baritone player next year and just go from there. Especially one that could read in bass cleft.
Yeah, you can build one how you want them.
Yes, I want to
build them from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the technology.
Yes, just not the funds.
Yeah.
I just think of the Family Guy where has like the big trash can for a leg and a plunger for an arm, and.
But hey, you're just all right. Let's go ahead and jump into topic 2. So I don't know if y'all have been hearing about it, but this whole Steam versus the Epic game client, whatever thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why everyone's been in the whole buzz about this. Granted, I'm not that big of a PC gamer. I know you are, Conan. So what's your take on it?
So everyone's just like freaking out over this. From what I've picked up on, people just hate the Epic launcher.
Like why? Because it doesn't cost any money to use. Like
no, the infrastructure that Steam has set up is not there on Epic yet. Yeah, if it ever will be. I guess somebody did some. I got down a Reddit post that somebody had put up that they had found in data mining or something in the code for the launcher, for Epic launcher, where it would go in and like look up your passwords that were saved on your web browser and like data mine all of this information off of your PC and just like store it or sell it off or whatever it is they're doing with it, and just like like real shady stuff. I don't know how much of that is legit. But then just stuff with that, there's a lot of the returns stuff is weird on Epic still. Plus they're doing all of the exclusivity, like what's the one?
The other thing is like Metro Exodus, and then the Borderlands 3 for Borderlands. PC is going to be exclusive on there
for like 6 months or something like that.
I don't understand why people's mad about that, because like it's not like you can't just get the game. Like it's not like I can understand not wanting the Epic thing because of like the encrypted key codes thing and stuff, but like
well, I think the deal was with Metro. The big deal was the being exclusive was that the other Metro games were on Steam,
right?
And so you don't get that.
Well, the thing would, I think that
you don't get like the whole series on one gaming platform. Well, you have to get a whole different thing.
The thing about Metro Exodus is that people were mad because they had already like pre-ordered it on Steam, and then they got the thing to come out like, oh hey, this is going to be exclusively on the Epic launcher for such and such time. So you people are kind of screwed. And I don't think Steam like offered refunds or something. I assume they probably did, but I don't know. I feel like people's just like making a big uproar over it for like no apparent reason.
I mean, I agree to an extent. I understand. I understand some people's complaints with like it being kind of like shady how they've done it, because basically it's just been Epic like dropping a whole bunch of money to get these things exclusive.
Well, the reason why people are doing games through the Epic launcher now is because the revenue they get is like, I think is like a 12.5 compared to Steam's. I think it's almost I think it's 20 something percent. So like they cut almost half the revenue out of the thing, to where people can make games or get more money from their games through the Epic launcher. Yeah. And also, Steam has had a monopoly on like PC games for like years. Literally, I mean,
that's kind of where I'm at.
Almost like, to a decade of having exclusivity of like just being the go-to for PC gaming. Like competition's good. Competition's always good because it makes both parties do better. That's why Fortnite added all that stuff with Apex Legend that Apex had, because they knew they were going to get beat out if they just kept the same mundane game. I mean, Fortnite still is the same mundane game, but my little brother's in the next room yelling at it anyway, so you know it happens.
But I mean, there's the GOG launcher that's been out. That's from CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
and they've had their gaming system for a while, and they've been competing with Steam for a long while. But
and I mean, like, there's a Blizzard launcher too that's been
but even still, like Steam dominates that market. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal that Epic's putting such a fight against it. But I mean, it's not my platform, so
I think we're all
I could understand them being upset, that being just like
Conan.
Conan's not important right now. I'm kidding, Conan. I love you. I could understand them being upset, to being like, oh hey, if you have Steam on your computer, you're completely locked out of even opening the Epic launcher, because like, oh, we detect Steam in your files or whatever. We can't have you playing the two games at once or something like that, because it could be comparable to being like being mad that you can't play Halo on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the argument doesn't work here, because both Steam and Epic Launcher are free to download, and you can still go buy the game through whichever one you want.
Eventually.
I mean, yes, you exclusively you do it through Epic Launcher for now, but it just It doesn't make any sense to me why people are mad. I feel like people are just getting their pitchforks out because they don't have, because Anthem is so like such a bad game now that it's like pathetic even to make fun of it. So now this is just the new thing to be pissed off about is the Epic client having competition for Steam.
I think where a lot of your issues are coming from with this is because since the Epic Store, while competition is good, it is not on the same level as Steam. One, just because Steam's been around, like you said, for 10, 20 centuries. Like,
yeah.
And they've got their
millennia.
Stuff, yeah, they've got their stuff figured out a little better than your average bear. I don't know. That was
your average Joes.
Yes. So like, I think that's where your issues that people are voicing is that the Epic Store just doesn't have the reputation to have these giant AAA titles that everybody's freaking out over, which it's kind of like it's never going to get there if they don't get some eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start from somewhere, you know what I mean?
And I think a lot of people are just freaked out that the Epic Store, I think a lot of people have kind of bought into it's a data mining kind of shady underbelly of get all of your information kind of thing, which there's no telling how much of that is legit or just conspiracy theory or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I mean, you can just torrent it, so.
I mean,
you just pirate it anyway. So
I mean, you're right.
Like, yo ho ho.
Pirate's life for me.
You gotta give Epic some props though for their practices.
Dude,
like they're throwing down on that market.
Well, they're ready to go to war with old Steam. Like, I'm okay with it. Old game needs to stop like making Steam games and make damn Half-Life 3 and Portal 3. All right, get off your damn high horse.
I'd be all about some more Portal.
Right? Portal 2 is such a great game. We need to do a playthrough of that over the We need to do a playthrough of that over the summer, Conan Jones, and like upload that to like YouTube.
Just yell at each
other.
That
would be good times. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you so bad at this game? Yeah, that's yes. The Angry Adventures of Conan and Ghost.
And then you're basically just Game Grumps.
Yeah, but we're actually good at games. Game Grump. The reason why Game Grumps are so mad at the game is because they're actually awful at the games.
I know what we're talking about. So
I've seen us play games. We're not that good.
So moving on.
I don't know about you, but I am a pro at League of Legends. All right.
Whatever you tell yourself at night, they'll help you sleep, right. Man.
I miss playing World of Warcraft too. I was really good at World of Warcraft.
All right, Southfield.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into topic 3.
Number 3.
What have y'all been playing this week?
Who wants to go first?
Who's actually been playing games this week?
I'll go first.
All right.
I have been super stressed out with school and work and life. And I started playing The Witness again.
What's The Witness?
The Witness is a puzzle game. It's actually free right now on the Epic Store. I texted you guys about it 2 days ago and told you to go get it, and nobody said anything because you hate me.
Did you actually?
I swear to God I did.
Yeah,
you can scroll back and look.
I saw the text and just like
The
ignored
Witness
it.
is free. The Witness is free on the Epic right now. If you like puzzles, go get it so we could talk about it. LOL. That was Tuesday at 6:43.
Yep. So,
today.
Poor Conan. he got ignored.
Ghosted.
He got ghosted.
No, but I've played through it before, and my first playthrough I got frustrated with it and just looked up the like the helpers and the internet. I don't want to say it was the answers, but
he cheated.
I cheated.
Oh yeah, you cheated.
So it's been long enough since I've been through it, and I was like, I just need something to kind of chill out and to focus on, but not get frustrated at, because like some 8-year-old kids trying to have sex with my mom over the internet. You know what I mean? Like, so I got back into that, and it's relaxing until I get frustrated with a puzzle. But
Mage, what have you been playing? Good.
Ghost, what have you been
Sorry.
playing?
I was trying to respond to your text. I've been playing Celeste again.
That's such a good game.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's so hard. Like, I stopped trying to collect all the strawberries. I was just like, eh.
You're a quitter.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. That's what I've been playing.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't ever played it.
Game of the year.
Oh.
I mean, it was definitely I feel like the best indie game that came out. It's really smooth. It's just a platformer. It's like it's like Super Meat Boy,
but harder.
Where you're expected to die a lot and just figure out the puzzles through trial and error type thing.
Oh, Conan Jones, we have breaking news. Marvel Studios, Captain Marvel will be the first theatrical release available at launch on the Disney Plus. They're like Disney's take on Netflix and Hulu and stuff.
Man, I don't want to pay for something else.
Right?
It feels like every single thing is releasing their own streaming service.
But at least Disney's doing one because Disney owns 90% of
Star
media
Wars
now.
Stuff, huh?
Disney owns 90% of media now,
right?
So at least they're doing one.
At least the Disney Plus is only $7 a month. Do you see Netflix raise their prices again to $12.99? I think.
I'm still rocking my parents' account, so I don't care.
Hey, I'm rocking mine as well. So some of the shows that's going to be on the Disney's thing will be Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, Toy Story 4, Lion King, Aladdin, and Star Wars Episode 9.
All right.
That's the new Star Wars is going to be on there?
Before, for digital release.
Oh, is it before it comes?
Probably not
when it comes in theaters, but right after theaters or whatever.
Probably something like that.
It's a good list of stuff, though.
As much as I don't want to, I'll probably be doing this too. Because I already paid for Spotify. Well, the good thing about Spotify now, if you get Spotify Premium, you get Hulu for free with it. So
no, you still have to pay for it.
No, I don't.
If you're a student, you don't have to.
It told me I get Spotify. It told me I get Hulu included with my thing.
You might go back premium. And read the fine print with that because my wife tried to do that.
It lasts for 4 years, I think, because it's a student account.
No, because I already did my student account. I did this strictly through the thing, and it gave me Spotify for free. Or it gave me Hulu for free, I mean.
Well, maybe they just messed up. Good on you, Ghost.
Yeah.
Pardon me. It says Spotify and Hulu for $9.99 a month. Add Hulu at no additional cost. Yeah. For a limited time, you can get Spotify Premium with access to Hulu ad support for just $9.99 a month.
Oh, yeah, because it was ad-supported Hulu.
Yeah.
That's what it was. My wife was like, I'm not doing that.
What? It's just paying for TV with commercials.
No joke though, I love Spotify. I pay for premium on Spotify.
Yeah, it's good.
That's even without the Hulu. It's just fantastic.
You can add Hulu for free.
I have Hulu on it. But I'm saying I paid for premium Spotify without the Hulu before.
Oh, okay.
Because, I just like the service. Having the just music. And plus radio on the car radio just kind of sucks a lot. I think I've been listening to car radio like all these last 2 weeks, and it's been like the same like 8 songs just on repeat.
What radio station do you listen to up there?
I was listening to 106.9, 96.5, 103.3. These are all Tulsa stations.
Mm-hmm.
But like 103.3 is pretty good, and 92.9 are all right because they have a good variety. But that's all classic rock. Like anything modern, it's just like the same crap over and over again. I remember one time I was driving home, and I was just like, "Can I just get a different song on the radio?" And like I was changing all the radios, and it was just like commercial or like the same crap. And then I turned to like 96.5, and then they played Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. And I was like, it's a different song. This is not what I wanted, but it is a different song.
Be careful what you wish for.
I've literally listened to the same radio station since I was like a baby, and that's 100.5 The Cat. Like, I've never, like, I can't get it down here, but like, I put it on my Alexa when I'm going to sleep. Like, I've always listened to it.
Yeah, see, we had a couple in the town I grew up in, but if you didn't like country music, like, there really wasn't a whole lot in where I was.
Yeah, country music's awful.
So that's what I grew up on. I just got tired of it. I'm just like, but.
Yeah.
I need some MCR in my life. When I was, yeah, that's old. That's baby Conan Jones right there.
Mr. Teen
MCR is
Angst
never
himself.
coming back.
You shut your mouth. All right. All right. This is a perfect segue into life advice with Ghost. Mage, you just got to believe sometimes, okay? Sometimes good things happen to good people. And you can't just sit there and be so negative about thinking a band's not going to come back together or a TV show that you really like is not going to come. Okay? You got to be more positive. Mage, let me talk. You got to be more positive in your life, brother. Okay? You can't sit there and be so negative all the time. It really brings down everyone around you and stuff like that. So just work on being more positive, okay?
You're right, man. I have been so negative this entire podcast. Like, we've known each other for 6 years, and you're right, man. I've been the most negative person you've ever met.
Easily the most negative person on this podcast right now.
Easily.
Oh, this life advice. Please tell me you have like some sort of like music for this life advice or life lessons with Ghost. Please tell me you do.
It's an intro.
Is it? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Shows who's listening to our podcast.
We haven't had one in 2 weeks. Y'all were supposed to record last week and y'all didn't. It's not my fault.
We did it for number 50 2 weeks ago.
No, yes. You were supposed to record 51 last week, and today was supposed to be our year anniversary. Our season finale, if as you want to put it. But we didn't get to it. Anyways, Conan, you don't have it in the edits where my
Ghost. Okay. Yeah, I got you. We were right around here.
All right.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
So my win, I had a meeting with my admin last week. I think it was last week. They wanted to talk with me. They're moving the 8th grade up into high school band, so they wanted to have a meeting over my thoughts of how that would work and like scheduling and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And they're getting all of the cogs moving to try to get that fixed up. But that's actually kind of turned into a little bit of a weird situation. The junior high principal caught me today after school, and was like, okay, we're trying to make this whole thing work with moving 8th grade up and et cetera, et cetera. He's like, I'm having issues with the 7th and the 6th grade now. If I'm moving the 8th grade, if the 8th grade are here, then I'm having trouble with these two. So he was like, so what would you think if we had 6th grade Monday and Tuesday, 7th grade Wednesday, Thursday, and combined 6th and 7th on Friday? And I looked at him.
Why wouldn't you just alternate days?
I just looked at him and I was like, why would you kill the program like that? Like, because that will...
Yeah.
I was...
Did you legit say that to him?
No, that's like, I was trying to I didn't really comprehend what he said until after he left.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, that's not a good idea. Like,
yeah, no, I'd be mad about that if they would have said that to me.
so
But
I know he's...
That's your win of the week?
Well, it started off being a win. Yeah. It started off being a win because they actually like wanted my input and like are working with me and trying to get that moved over, which in all reality was not even my idea. It was theirs. They just asked what I thought about it. But now that, I don't know, I think it's going to cause more problem than it's going to fix.
Yeah.
Instead of
Mage, what is your win of the week?
Well, training's been really good so far. We've I'm on my on-job training week, so I'm not going to Tulsa every day right now. But
that's good.
Yeah. I've met some good friends, and we went to a bunch of like really different restaurants I've never been to before, and it was probably it was a fun experience.
Like Subway,
huh?
Arby's.
Arby's. No, we went to this one place called Nelson's Buffeteria, which is a ridiculous name. Yeah, it's called Nelson's Buffeteria.
Okay.
and it's just like it's just comfort food is what it is, but it was delicious.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was really good. We also went to this like Vietnamese restaurant called Bang Lee. And I probably butchered that name real bad, but
you couldn't have said that any more redneckish.
Bang Way.
Bang Way.
We
went over there, Bang Way. That's some good Vietnamese food.
Sometimes it slips out, but anyway.
Good Lord!
But it's been a good experience so far. I mean, I would enjoy it more if I didn't have a pounding migraine every single day. But
because of your sinus infection,
yeah, sinus infection, the ear infection, the sinus pressure. But it is what it is. Enjoy what I can.
Gotta stop and smell the roses.
You gotta stop and eat the peach. That's the Game of Thrones reference for anybody that doesn't get it. Are any of you book readers for Game of Thrones?
No,
I've only watched the show.
Mage, I would expect you to be a book reader. Wow.
I have them. I just haven't read them.
All right, I'm not going to explain it. All right, so my win of the week is tomorrow. I'm moving. I'm moving to a nice house. It's in a good neighborhood. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good thing. But the biggest thing that I'm happy about and I didn't put it on here because I didn't want to tell Conan, is
tell me how good your internet is.
I get really good internet, and I am super happy about it. I get 100 download and 10 up. Oh man, I cannot wait for this. Like, I have felt like a peasant for 4 months out here getting awful internet. And here we go now with me just getting great internet.
Too bad your computer is garbage.
Yeah, but I can stream for my PlayStation 4. So get good.
It all works out.
Try again next time. So for our ending discussion this week, because we haven't had one in a long time, we're just going to talk about Game of Thrones.
All right.
Are you excited for the new season, Mage?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. I have Dish, and they're in a dispute with like HBO because I guess HBO signed a contract with DirecTV.
Yeah,
and so Dish does not support HBO anymore. So I have to get like HBO Now if I'm going to watch it, which sucks.
Yeah, it's $15 a month, but you get 30 days free.
Yeah, but
that's like
I want to watch Game of Thrones, so I'm going to have to do it.
I know but the episodes go live at the exact same time they're released. Like on HBO, they're released at the exact same time.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to pay it.
I think it's fair. You literally you get the 30 days free, and then you could just cut it off after the episode. So you would only have to pay $15 once. Since there's only 6 episodes,
and that's worth.
I feel like that's worth.
Yeah. I didn't realize there were only 6 episodes. I forgot.
See, Mage, you just got to be more positive about things and not so negative about the HBO Go now. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh man, we were so close. Darn it. Anyways, I'm pretty excited for it. Mage, you see that thing that we're doing on Facebook?
Yeah, I did. Not really sure. Like, I'm not really sure how to do it.
It's what? What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
Like it. So the
it's self-explanatory.
I mean, it's a death toll, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like who we think is gonna die. Like, how do I get on the? Does the link work on the Excel sheet?
Yeah, you click on it and it'll open.
I want to die.
You make a copy of it.
Sorry.
And fill it out.
It wasn't working for me earlier, so I don't know.
Oh.
What's the difference between the baritone kid and Mage? Nothing.
Distance.
I have a degree.
Distance, yes.
Mage is on a podcast.
Oh. All right. You want to do this real quick? Just what we think? All right. So the rules for the game is rule number 1. Predict if each character will be alive or dead by the end of season 8. 1 point per correct answer. Number 2, if the character is predicted to be dead, you have the option to predict if they will become a White Walker. Gain 1 extra point if predicted correctly. Lose a point if you predict incorrectly. Mm-hmm. And then correctly answer the bonus questions for more points. All right. Jon Snow, dead or alive?
Alive.
Dead.
I'm going with alive. Mage, you think he's gonna be?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think everyone's gonna die, and I think the White Walkers are gonna win.
Sansa Stark.
Dead.
I could. Nah, she'll die.
Yeah, I totally see her dying. And then becoming. I don't think she's going to get risen from the dead, but okay. Arya Stark,
alive.
Dead.
Oh, dude, she's dying and becoming a White Walker. Cersei Lannister, Mage, you don't get to talk anymore.
But I legit think she's going to die. I think Jaime's going to kill her.
See, I don't think Jaime's going to kill her. I think
if she gets killed by the brother. That's the prophecy.
Listen, though. If that baby, listen to me, Mage.
It's hard not to when all you do is talk.
Okay.
Oh God! Oh
God. So the baby that she's having is the baby with Jaime. Technically, that baby's going to be her little brother. She's going to die in childbirth.
She's pregnant? I don't think she was pregnant.
What? Did you not read?
That was like the whole last episode.
Well, it's been like a year and a half, okay? Jesus.
Granted, like Ghost has a photographic memory when it comes to Game of Thrones, and it's like
You're right, though.
kind of annoying. But I watched it a week ago, so it's
The other day, Conan was talking about these characters. He had no idea who they were, and he was naming them off. And I was giving him like first-hand experience on like how I remember them and stuff.
because we were having to like Google some of these people on here, and I see the pictures. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I know that guy. Okay, that's the blind guy with the eye patch from the blah 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 or whatever. But
Yeah,
okay, so
I have the dumbest memories of things. Like I can remember some of the dumbest things, like the back of my hand. And then there's other things, like there's sometimes I can't tell you some of my kids' names.
Yeah, right.
Jamie Lannister.
I can see him dying.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die. Tyrion Lannister.
I think he'll live.
I think Tyrion's gonna live as well.
I think he has too much fan support to let him die. But he might lose something like a tongue or something like that.
Conan.
Yeah, I'm thinking he stays. Like
Daenerys Targaryen.
Dead.
Dead AF.
really?
Oh yeah, I think she's dead.
She's gonna give birth to John's baby boy, and then
Boat baby. All right, y'all aren't on the Free Folks subreddit, so. So on the Free Folks subreddit, like the upvote and the downvote is the upvote is for the boat sex, and I forgot what the downvote was, but it was some other meme from Game of Thrones. Melisandre, do you know who that is, Conan?
No, that's Miss Ande.
Melisandre.
No, you skipped like 5 people.
Oh yeah, I did. Melisandre. Do you know who that is? Melisandre is.
Yeah, she's Daenerys's like right hand or whatever. It's the chick
Speaker
with like
of whatever. Yeah,
with the big poofy hair.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's dead, and I'm thinking
I
she's
think
a walker
she's dead too.
Yeah, dead.
Yara Greyjoy. You know who that is?
Dead.
Yeah, I probably go with dead.
She's pretty much already dead anyway.
Theon or Reek.
Dead.
Do you think he's gonna?
Theon needs to die. Like if he's not dead,
my thing is that everyone wants him dead so badly that he's probably going to stay alive. So that's what I'm going with.
I mean, that's kind of how what's his face was the other bastard. What's his name?
Gendry.
No, the one that John killed or not killed.
Oh, Ramsay.
Ollie.
Ramsay.
Oh,
Ramsay, like he needed to die real bad, and it took till literally last season till that happened.
Ramsay was a villain, man. Okay, you're on Greyjoy.
Dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't think he's gonna be a White Walker though. I think he's gonna die at sea.
Yeah, I think all
Melisandre.
3 Greyjoys will die at sea. Melisandre said dead, and I said yes to being a White Walker. I think she brings too much to not be a zombie.
See, I
dead, but as a sacrifice to John in order to make the sword.
I don't. Yeah, for Azor Ahai, I don't think she's going to be a White Walker simply on the fact that she's probably going to be burned at the stake when she dies or something.
She'll be like a suicide bomber, like blow up half the walkers or something.
Jorah Mormont.
If he lives, Cersei dies. I mean, not Cersei, Daenerys. But if Jorah,
I think he's gonna.
dies,
I think he's gonna die saving Daenerys somehow.
Well, doesn't he have like the black scale?
Did you? Oh my god! Did you not watch anything with last season?
Well, they didn't heal him.
Yes, they did. Samwell healed him.
Oh, he did. I forgot that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Dude, it's been a year and a half. I haven't rewatched it.
I haven't rewatched it either, and I remember all of this.
Okay, big nerd. I get Jesus.
All right, we got the next one, Clegane Bowl. Whose dies out of Clegane Bowl?
I think they both die.
I wish this wasn't just the Hound versus like the Hound and then the Mountain. I wish this was just like, is Clegane Bowl going to happen? Yes or no? Who dies? And then from there. I think the Hound's going to kill the Mountain. And I don't think the Mountain's going to be able to be resurrected because he's already is resurrected.
Yeah.
I think the Hound deserves to kill the Mountain. I don't know if it's going to happen. It should.
Samuel Tarley.
Definitely dead. Needs to die. Please. Get rid of Sam.
You don't like Samwell?
There's no way. How would you not like how do you not like Samuel when you basically identify as Samuel Tarley?
I identify as Samuel Tarley?
Because you're a big old nerd and a bunch of stuff.
I'm the big old nerd. You're over here spouting out crap with the Hound and the Mountain, and I have no idea.
He has no idea what Clegane Bowl is. That's so sad.
Like, what? I don't understand. How am I the nerd when you're the one that's spouting all the nerd stuff?
Oh, man.
No,
all right,
Samuel is so
annoying.
annoying. He's just like...
Because this list is like 40 answers. No,
Yeah.
it's 42 answers.
Can we get through the next three?
Gilly.
Yeah.
What about...
I'm thinking Gilly dies.
Okay.
And then Varus.
Little Sam. Oh, Lord
Definitely.
Varus that you have on there?
Yeah.
Lord Varus. It's actually Lord Varus.
Yeah. I misspelled it. I think Lord Varus stays alive. I think he's too smart to be in the middle of stuff.
I think he dies just because of off of how what Melisandre said to him last season. That she said that she's gonna die in this country, and that it's also Varus's destiny to die in this country as well. So I think Varus is gonna die.
He's probably gonna die. I think so.
I'm gonna change my answer.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have done this because now I probably should have made my before I did all this. So now Conan's gonna steal all my answers.
Yeah. Now some of these down here towards the bottom, I'm just like Hot Pie. I was like, who's Hot Pie?
You don't know who Hot Pie is?
But I was like, okay, it's just the kid
He's
who
the fat
made the
kid.
pies. Like,
Yeah, the one that Ghost identifies as.
all right,
How does it feel?
Like Sam wasn't a diss. Sam's a good character.
I don't know how you don't like
Sam
Sam.
sucks.
Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine's my favorite's John. Like, I like John.
You're so basic.
I am what I am, dude. I admit it.
Okay, who's yours, Ghost?
Oh, actually,
Lyanna
I also
Mormont?
really like Jorah, and I like Daros.
Say it again, Mage.
Davos.
Davos Seaworth, the Onion Knight.
Yeah. I love him, man. He's awesome.
He's called the Onion Knight because he would smuggle in to Storm's Reach whenever Stannis the Manus was keeping it from siege.
Again,
He saved Stannis.
that you can spit
dude.
all of this out.
Davos is awesome.
Like Davos Seaworth, the Onion Knight.
I don't know. Braun's probably my favorite.
Ah.
I like
Braun's
Braun.
pretty cool. Braun is pretty cool.
My favorite is Lyanna Mormont, just because of like she's so badass for just being like a little kid and standing up to all the lords and everything, and plus that death glare that she gave Ramsay last season or the season before last was amazing.
Yeah.
And also I like words are hard right now. Arya Stark. I like how just like the faceless assassins. That's really cool.
I used
And
to like Arya, and then she kind of went off the deep end.
And then Davos. I like Davos, but everyone likes Davos.
How do you not? Yeah, I was like, how could you not like Davos?
Yeah.
He's so cool.
I like Branataris as well. I like a lot of. There's a lot more characters that I like than I dislike, and that's really surprising to me. Like looking at this the only people that I really don't like on there, like all of the Greyjoys, um, the and probably that's probably it. I mean, Mara Reed, I don't even think she's going to be in the show for this one. So, do you know who Mara Reed is?
Yeah.
She's the girl that was with. Wait, why is he not on here? Why is Bran not on this list?
Because he's already dead. He's a third-eye raven.
He's not dead yet.
I think
he's not all human.
I think he wasn't on this list just because he's be the three-eyed raven. Like,
yeah, but he's not on more.
I think it's just
Bran Stark.
Yeah, I think it was weird. Just like understood that he would probably live because he had the foresight to like avoid.
I think he's the Night King, but that's just me. We can get into that later.
So I mean, here's the theory: is that Bran can look into the past.
He can warg
a little bit. Like so basically, what's going to happen is that. So basically, what's going to happen is that the White Walker is going to wipe out everybody. Bran goes back to the past and starts it all over again, and that's how the series ends.
Back to the past with Samurai Jack.
And so it just starts at the beginning. It ends at the beginning. It's just like no one's satisfied.
No, okay. The theory is that Bran's the Night King because he can go like he can he's a farseer like from looking into the old trees and stuff, and he can also warg into people like how we did with Hodor to hold the door in season 6. Oh, season 5, episode 5. Excuse me, the door. So the theory is that that Bran goes back in time to the part where they showed in the show where the children of the forest, those creepy looking kids, they shove the dragon glass dagger into that guy's heart, and they make him the Night King. So the theory is that he goes back in the time from there. He wargs into the unmade yet Night King and tries to explain to them that like, hey, what you're doing is bad and blah blah blah. And then they do it anyways, and then he gets stuck in the Night King body and can't warg out. So then it's just like an endless cycle.
That's a little convoluted, but I understand.
Well, so I don't know.
That seems like it's like
J.
What?
So is R plus L equals J, but that's true.
So, all right, we're sitting at like an hour and 20.
You like dropped out.
Oh, I was talking about the theory about John's parents.
Oh, well, that one wasn't that convoluted because they explained that like in the books at the very beginning.
No, they didn't. Like what?
Well, so like because they explained that that when she died, she was like covered in blood from the stomach. And it was like everyone guessed that who John's parents were like way before it was revealed. That one was an obvious one.
It wasn't obvious. It wasn't obvious that he wasn't. It wasn't obvious that he was. See, why do you always got to fight with me on this? Hang on. All right, let's end this before we have another 30 minutes. Just knockout, drag out fight. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and have a better tomorrow.